coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Big love, man. Everybody out there on TBP Nation, man. Everybody who rock with me. Everybody who followed this platform from day one to day yesterday, man. The love is love, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all give me the gas to keep on going. I know it's been a hard road, man, but we be up in this piece every day, you heard me? Pushing this positive energy, man, no matter what. Can't stop, won't stop. Big shout out to Kinsley Ward, man. I appreciate you, man. I read your DM, man. I appreciate the support, champ. And I take all that into advisory. You dig? Listen, man, I'm going to give y'all one of them crazy ones today, man. One of them crazy ones. I spoke on this dude before. I don't know if I did a whole video on him, but I'm going to break it down for y'all today. The dude name is Bolo, man. And Bolo was a real live butt bandit. You dig? With no cut card, no shame in his game. None of that whatsoever, man. And he was a big bammer. I'm talking about huge bammer. You know, I don't know what his dynamics is. I don't know what type of time he was working with or whatever. But what I do know emphatically, he ain't care nothing about that. Because I know for a fact, man, the man has so many of them give me your booty charges, man, up in there, man, ain't make no sense, to the point where one time they had him on permanent segregation. And this in the mountains. He doing this up in the mountains. I don't know what he was doing before he came there. I heard he was doing the same thing. But that's what got him in the mountains. But he up in the mountains, and they had him at the time that I first run into him. They had him working back there in the hole when I was back there, you know what I'm saying, in the hole myself. So they had him working back there, but they had him on, because they got him on single cell status. They say even when they put him in population, which I ended up being with him one time, which won't very long, two, they leave him in a single cell, right? Because they know he's an apex predator. You dig? He's an apex predator, and he ain't hiding from it. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, running from it. He gonna tell you all straight up, man. Y'all talking about Fleece Johnson. Man, Bolo gonna let you know straight up. Yeah, I like that butt. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he on. And he don't care if it's a young white boy or either a young black dude. He don't care. He just on it. You know what I'm saying? And you meet dudes like that. See, to y'all see Fleece and anything like out here in the public, because Fleece really was, to me, to my knowledge anyway, the first dude that come out and don't be ashamed to say it. But you got dudes like that in Fleece that will try to, you know what I'm saying, do what they do, and in the penitentiary all day, every day, man. You run into them cats all the time, man. And that's what they on. You see them. I've spoke on some of them before in videos, not a whole lot, because it's not really nothing like, you know what I'm saying, extraordinary to me, because I've seen these type of cats. The dudes just sit there and stalk and just be looking at dudes, and you can see it in their eye. You can see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Little white dude walk by, little young dude or something walk by. It will be the equivalent to men out here on the street when you see a woman walk by or something you think got a nice body, you think attractive, and your eyes will follow her as she go by. They do the same thing in there with them boys, man, and them youngins. They be watching them. They looking for weakness. They looking for timidness. They looking for eye contact. If the youngin ain't afraid to look straight at him, or if he, you know, any of that, they looking for those type of signs before, you know what I'm saying, they approach. And it's like I told y'all at first, it ain't a whole lot of less like where it was when I first came in, but it's not like a lot of bolos out there, because, you know, they put all of these barriers in place, man, like that Priya. And you know what I'm saying, you could go get on the phone and call, and they coming up in there. They coming up in there quick. They ain't got no choice. They coming and grab a joke and take you up out there. But dudes be scared to do it unless they super duper terrified because they still gonna get the, you know what I'm saying, the tag on them like they snitching. Now I know a lot of y'all out there in the real world gonna say, man, you snitching, man, you trying to keep a dude from, you know what I'm saying, taking advantage of you. I mean, penitentiary rules, man. I ain't make them, man. They was there before I got there. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You supposed to be able to stand on your own, rumble if you got to rumble, pick that Bethlehem up if you got to pick that Bethlehem up, and do what you got to do. But you don't never supposed to tell the police, because the police is a sworn enemy, man. They is the enemy. They're against all of us. Not just you, not just him, all of us. So when you call your enemy for help, it's like you a traitor, like you a Judas. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand on your own. Whatever you did to get in there, or whatever position you put yourself in to get in prison, that's on you. You got to handle it. You got to man up whether you want to or not. And that's just what it be, man. But, man, Bolo was on some, man... Bolo was a super duper freaky joke. And I'm not talking about the other Bolo that I talked about previously in videos. Let's get that clear. The Bolo with the one hitter quitter. That's a whole different Bolo. This another Bolo. You understand me? This a freaked out Bama Bolo. You did? Super freak. Man, listen. They bring them, when we was in the hole, they bring them new dudes back there and put them in the hole. Or dudes is coming up on the compound, you go straight to Seg and then Seg, and Bolo out there, the house, man. Bro, Bolo go to their door, man, pushing that broom and get right to their door and be like, hey, what's happening with you, man? What's your name? Where you from? And he on it. He on it. He trying to pitch woo, as they said in the movie Life. He trying to pitch woo right there when they come in. He on them, man. And the crazy part about it is these COs knew, and that let you know how diabolical some of these institutions is, and some of these police is. They knew what Bolo was on. They knew his MO and everything. And Bolo had some of them COs that was cool with him. And if he can, you know what I'm saying, finesse his way to one of them boys or one of them potential boys trying to talk to him, man, he go up to that booth and holler at him and everything, man. And you heard doors popping, man. Bolo be sliding up in cells, even in segregation. Now, if you don't even know, if you ain't never been locked up, I promise you, you don't never want to be. But do you know how hard that is, man? Do you know that if these police even get attempted to get caught doing that, their job is over. So whatever he was telling them or however cool he was, I heard through the rumor mill. I heard through the rumor mill, man, that Bolo was hitting like one or two of them officers, man. And I ain't talking about female officers. Yeah, I'm talking about male officers that's into that too. So they'll let Bolo go up in these cells, man. Bolo is, man, this dude is a real live predator, man. He is not joking with it. He's serious with it. He on it. So he was able to get into some of these cells, man. And then sometimes he ain't got in some of these cells and got caught. Sometimes he done went in some of these cells and some of the dudes behind the door done wrote. Because it's some jokers in there who don't like that at all. But like you say, we in the penitentiary, you supposed to mind your business. And you don't supposed to tell. But you got dudes in there that don't like that so much, and they so scared that somebody might do it to them. When they see it happening, what they do is their alarms go off like, what if they open the door and let them come in? I say, so they'll secretly write a note saying, hey, you got the CO up here letting the houseman go up and do sales, and he up in there, molesting him, or he up in there, RAP, yeah. So they done caught Bolo on this joint before like that because of that. Because of that, a sergeant pop up and came in the block, and Bolo supposed to been, coming out of a cell. You know what I'm saying? They take him, they take his job, then they move it to the other side. But when you got permanent segregation and you got no income or no family showing like letters or visits or money coming in, they gotta give you a job because you have no other way to, take care of yourself. I told y'all that's the same position Hercules was in before. Hercules was in the hole, and they deemed Hercules as public enemy number 1. They deem Hercules is not fit for population, period, nowhere, because females is on the compound. So they dealt him. They dealt with him as if you can't be out, but they had to give him a job because he had no other way to, you know what I'm saying, to make money. So they made him a houseman instead. You know what I'm saying? And like I told y'all, Hercules did anywhere from 15 to 17 years straight in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Because of his ways. So I'm saying, so he got Bolo on the same status. So even though they moving, they still gotta give him a job back. So he catching these cases, but at the same time, he's still able to operate and move around. You dig what I'm saying? So, and man, I was back there when they let a boy came on the compound, a real boy. So he already a boy. So it ain't like Bolo got to put no real work in. All he got to do is shoot a shot. Now, the boy is segregation, so Bolo the houseman, so he get to push the broom and go around to their door. Man, he was at that boy door one night so long, and dudes is calling him, man, they want him to do this, they want him to pass that, and Bolo get the cut, man, don't keep calling me, man, you see what I'm doing? So then you get dudes behind the door, say, man, you ain't doing nothing down there, freaking old nasty. You old freaking and he like this. Yeah, we'll come to the door then. Put a name on it. Say something then. Just show me who you is. You holler behind the door like a coward, man. You a bee, man. Whatever. Cause he gon' rumble. He gon' rumble. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. So dudes will get all the way in the back of they say, oh, look at them old freaking nasty old pervert, old gay. You know, they doing all of that. So Bolo like, yeah, I know it. Let me catch you. I'll do it to you. Come to your door. Let me see who you is. Yeah, I come up to your door. Then he come walk around, sweeping, faking like he looking at the door, like he looking in there like, was that you? Was that you all loaded up? Hey, what's up? But that's the subliminal. Was that you? You know what I'm saying? And he going around because he with it. He with it, man. I'm telling you, wicked in the mind, man. You got some those that's wicked in the mind. So he go back down to the cell. He at the cell, man. Man, you can hear this joker, man. Like I'm telling you, y'all thinking that I'm saying like he hiding or he dipping or he whispering. No, he talking like a regular conversation. Like, let me see it. Bend it over. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. This how he is at the door. He down there. He got the fake jumpsuit on, and if you look out your door, you crazy because he be at the door, man. He all up on the door. He rubbing all on himself. He like, man, oh yeah, baby. Yeah, I got to have that. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, spread it. I'm like, what? And jokers in there. Now I done been down a minute, but you got dudes in there that they know. Man, they terrified in that joint. They want to get rid of them. They like, man, come on, man. Bolo like, man, shut the up, man. I come to your door. What you gonna do? And you got some dudes that feel like, hey, man, whatever. What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? What you want to do? He'll argue with one dude, the blood. So he argued with this dude one time. So Bolo go up to his door. He said, man, what you all up in my business for? What you worry about what I do with my D? Yeah, I like butt. So what's up? What you worrying about for? He said, man, you gay, man. Get away from my door, man. You gay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so what you want to call me? You want to call me? What is you? I make you gay. You ain't do nothing to me. Oh, I will? Get your door open. Man, you get it open. Yeah, you get it open. Yeah, I don't care nothing about you with no blood, no crip, no gang, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? You must know who I am, Bolo. Yeah, you can bring all your homeboys. I don't care they up in here, whatever. Yeah, stay out my business. You know what I'm saying? Stay out my business unless you want to be my business. You want to be my girl? You worry about what I'm doing down there with that boy? You want to be my boy? Huh? I'll make you my boy. Man, you won't do nothing to me, man. Get away from my door. Bang! Kick the door. Man, hit the door too. Boom! He hit the door back. Yeah, you ain't said nothing because you hit the door. Hit me. Door don't hit back. Yeah, door don't hit back. Hit me. You know what I'm saying? So they going back and forth, back and forth. Dudes on the door laughing. Dudes behind the door laughing. Ah! Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Everybody hollering. Everybody hyped up. Bolo out there jump like, yeah, I'm standing my ground. You know what I'm saying? He's standing his ground like, look what I do. You must don't know about me. I don't care nothing about none of that what you talking about. You understand me? Yeah, you mess around and they bring y'all for a shot and I've been to bust your head open, boy. I don't care nothing about with no handcuffs or nothing. I'll bust your head open. He said, man, I wish you would put your hands on me. Go ahead, I bet you won't leave up all this camp here. Man, there ain't nobody worried about you or none of your homeboys, man. Ain't nobody care nothing about that stuff you talking about. Keep running your mouth and keep getting in my business and you ain't gonna be able to come up out this cell. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna be able to come up out this cell or you mess around and I get your dope pop one day. When the right person up there, I get your dope pop and come in there and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, go ahead, pop it in. Get it pop. You can get it pop right now. No, you know I can't get it pop right now. That's why you talk. I get it popped in, man. I ain't scared of you, man. You don't scare me because you big, got some muscle, man. You gay, man. You gay, man. It's simple as that. You gay. You down there telling the boy to open up his this and that and you. What you looking at? What you looking at? Man, this is like some like, man, you in this joint, man. Like I was just, hey man, I was trying to read. I couldn't even read. Even if you don't want to be in it, you gonna be in it because you heard it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is. Like you can't not hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because they talking super loud. So the dude in the booth, he hit the jump back. Go ahead, move on, man. Move on. Leave him alone, boy. Move on. But he heard too. So he don't even know what the conversation about. But all he's telling Bolo is just keep it moving. Move around, man. Move around. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they stay go back and forth, right? So man, it was just insane, man. But this is the type of time you got some dudes in there, they own that type of time. And they ain't caring nothing about what your opinion is. They ain't caring nothing about what your morals, your principles is, what your standards is, what you like. They worrying about what they doing. He gonna tell you straight up. He like butt. Straight up. Period. Ain't no getting around it. Bras come through there. Counselors come through there. Secretaries come through there. Commissary ladies come through there. He ain't fighting at them. He looking at them boys with them butts. That's what he own. Now, this the penitentiary, so you get a lot of dudes saying a lot of different rumors, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to the point. You got to be in penitentiary long enough to understand sometimes you ain't gonna know what's real, what ain't real. You know what I'm saying? You just don't ever know because dudes get the lying, dudes get the embellishing, dudes get the wailing, saying whatever. Then dudes say, yeah, he just doing that because he's sick. He got AIDS. He dying. That's the only reason he's doing it. But you don't know if it's any truth to that or not. Then you don't know where they get that information from. Where you get that information from? How you know? You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell. You can't tell by looks because he big as a bull. You dig? He big as a bull. I'm talking about Bolo is real big. He probably about at least 250 better. He's a big mountain. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know, but then you can't tell if somebody like that just from their looks too. I know all of that as well too. But my thing is, I don't know if it was true or not because it's like how you get the information. How would you know? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but dudes will do that. They'll put rumors on you. They might put rumors on you just because they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? They'll put rumors on you when you're not around them. When you're around them, they got the utmost respect for you. But when you gone and they was always secretly hating on you, they might put a rumor. So I don't know if it was a rumor on them. I don't know if it was true. It didn't matter to me. I'm just telling because it's part of the story because that's what dudes were saying. And then dudes try to justify, man, yeah, I believe that. He ain't nowhere in the world, man. He just trying to do it to every little dude he see. Something wrong with him, man. He got to be sick. He got something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? We already know he's sick in the head. He's sick in the head. You know what I'm saying? So something wrong. He might be dying. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I heard he died. So that's how something will start and then it'll take a snowball effect. It'll take, you don't know. You understand? But I remember, you know, like I said, I stayed up there for a minute, man. Where I stayed up there? Like 4 or 5 years. So I remember one time I was in the block. They let that joke out. They put that joke on population. I don't know what I keep being around this man before. But they put him in our block, but they put him in a cell by itself. Now all of the cells in the block is double cells. It ain't no single cells. They put him in a cell and made it a single cell. So he was in a double man cell, but he was just in there by himself. I don't know if that was, it was a court order or something. Maybe he been back there too long. The guy let him out, let him breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because rules had started changing about that stuff too. And dudes was filing lawsuits about dudes that be on long-term segregation. They saying that that's cruel and unusual punishment. You know what I'm saying? This prison, no matter what a dude doing, you supposed to have the technology, the manpower, you know what I'm saying, everything to curtail that. You supposed to do that. But just putting a man back in segregation for a long period of time has since been proven cruel and unusual punishment. I know in Virginia, I don't know if it's worldwide, but it has since before I left the prison, it got approved. You cannot do that. All these jokers that did 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 years and said you can't do that no more because it's been deemed inhumane, you know what I'm saying, and unconstitutional. So I don't know if that was the reason, but I know he was out on population and he ain't miss a beat. He wasn't out there alone, but he ain't miss a beat. He's sitting in the pod looking at them jokers like a kid in the candy store. He looking at all them little youngins. Yeah, he on that type of time like you at a beach or something. You got all these women walking by in bikinis or something. This is the way he looking at jokers. And jokers is terrified. I ain't lying to you, brother. I can see it in their eyes. I can see when dudes scared. Dudes is scared. Dudes don't want to be around him. It's been times he's sitting in the pod. He at the table by himself. Nobody want to sit at the table with him. Using all the tables is filled because it ain't that many. And you talking about 80-something people. Man, nobody want to sit at the table with him. But he pulling up on youngins, talking to him. But he ain't pulling up like, hey, give me your butt. But he pulling up on him, trying to, on some smooth, suave stuff. But everybody know what his angle is. You know what his angle is. His angle, he trying to, get you in a strange position and do something strange to you. So I remember this one dude, he settled in on the white boy. He kept on saying something to the white boy, and the white boy kept on being like, man, hey, man, because he done heard, and he know. So the white boy, I don't think he really had a whole lot of go get it with him, but he had, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight before I do that. He had that in him, but he won't like a threat, like he a tough guy. But he won't trying to go for that. And Bolo is pressing him, walking all up on him, walking back with him. He come from the child, he walking all close to him, talking to him, trying to walk to his cell. But dude is bugging on him like, man, come on, man, leave me alone, man. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. And Bolo is on some type of time like, I don't care if you want to talk to me or not. I'm trying to talk to you. He on him like this. Broad, you trying to get on the screen and you shooting your shot like Steve Urkel keep chasing Laura. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, man, he just on him, man. The white boy just snapped, man. The white boy said, hey, man, get that away from me, man. Leave me alone. And then everybody look up at the booth because we on Wallace Ridge. That's a get your shot type. You get to holler like that, them people, they looking for, you know what I'm saying? They looking to bust that gun. So everybody look at the booth. And Bolo look at the booth. Bolo say, hey, man, you know what you got, boys. And boys say, F you. And Bolo smacked them to the ground. Mop! Boom! Knocked them straight to the ground, man. And just started stomping them. And here they come. Get on the ground. Bam! Bam! Boom! 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 They busting that gun. And the white boy curled up in a little fetal position, pulled his knees all the way up to his chest, and Bolo was punching him, and then bad up started kicking him, and he took a couple of them blues, or he go ahead and lay on down. They carried him on up out there. They came up in there, macing everybody, jokers in there choking. You got to be trying to lay down and do like this. But you got to be laid down, and you got to have them arms out, or they're going to shoot you. Or they're going to let the dog chew on you. So that was one of the main things I told you, especially for me, that I ain't want to like to be out there in that pod, man, on Wallace Ridge. You know what I'm saying? Because anything happen, they shooting that gun. They letting that big, they got their, what you call it, the riot mace can, the big jump. That jump suit, and they had the masses on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in there, you choking, man. You getting maced and you ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? They drag him on out there, but they talking to him like they ain't trying to beat him up or nothing. They just drag him on out there because they know he going back home. They already know his MO. They know what it's about, and they know he will fight them. So they ain't really trying to, come on, Bolo, come on now, and take him on up out there. You know what I'm saying? Get the little dude up, take him on up out there. And that was the last time I was around. I wasn't around no more. But as I heard, the beat goes on. He kept doing what he was doing. All the way till the time I left. Where he at now? If he's still doing it, I have no idea. I'm kind of, if I had to guess, probably so. But, you know what I'm saying? That's just how he go. And you got jokers in there, they like that, man. They don't care nothing about that. What you think about them, what you gonna say about them, what the administration gonna say, because it definitely is 100%, 100% in his jacket. It's 100% in his jacket that he is an apex predator that will take some butt. I know that's in his jacket. You know what I'm saying? So they know. You know what I'm saying? Then he probably don't never leave the mountains, however much time he got. He probably don't never leave the mountain. He probably go from Red Onion to Wallace Ridge, from Wallace Ridge to Red Onion, from Red Onion to Wallace Ridge. That's probably what they gonna do with him. You know what I'm saying? But everybody that comes within his vicinity, you know, you need to be aware of this type of dude he is. But it ain't like the administration gonna warn you. They not gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they just doing their job by keeping them in the single cell. Same thing they were doing with BMO eventually. You know what I'm saying? And at one point in time, you had him working on one side of the jail as a houseman and BMO on the other side. Man! You in Predator Central back this joint. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, man. And them, they tag team. You couldn't go nowhere. Yeah, so if you was scared and you were nervous, or you were one of them jokers that looked like they, you know what I'm saying, was vulnerable, and where you gonna go? Segregation ain't where you want to be. It wasn't where you wanted to be, because both of them was back there. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, anyway, man, that's just part of the penitentiary life. A lot of people don't really explain to y'all, break it down, but it's real life, man. It's definitely real life. May not be as open and as many as, you know, what people would say it is, but they definitely in there. They definitely in there, you know what I'm saying? And even with the consequences that they done added on to it with these level 5s and 6 with the guns and the dogs and, you know, making sure you're going to get a street case for this type of stuff. It ain't gonna stop, because it's gonna stop a lot of them. It's gonna make a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, back away from that because they can't stand what's gonna come with it. But you still gonna have some to say, man, whatever y'all gonna do it anyway, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, the bottom line, if you don't ever want to encounter none of this, the best thing I can tell you is do not, under any circumstances, go to prison. Because if you do, it's you know, all bets are off, man. You want to defend for yourself, because can't nobody save you but you. And the best way you can save yourself is stay out of the penitentiary, man. By all means and by any means necessary, stay out of the penitentiary, man. Anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. In the meantime, in between time, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And y'all, man, duck them hooks. Somebody should have said the same thing to Canelo.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going to have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.